Hello and welcome everyone to Expedition Online Glacier Bay. I'm Jonathan Dykes. With me for the premiere episode are Sam Donovan and the winner of Season 1, Jessica Martin. How are we doing tonight? Excited for the new season?
Oh, so ready. This is going to be a fun ride.
Hell yeah, we've been waiting for so long.
Oh, and the wait is well worth it as we have quite the expedition lined up this season for 18 explorers who have been chosen from all over North America to compete in this grueling 3-week social strategy game. So over the next 15 days, all but 3 of these players will be voted out of the game at the crossroads, and only one will be named the Ultimate Explorer. So, for anyone who hasn't seen our game yet, first of all, you should go onto YouTube, find the past games, make sure to like and subscribe to videos. But, Sam, let's give them an idea of what to expect here in this game this season.
Yeah, so like you said, the game begins with 18 players who, for this season, we're going to divide them into 2 teams, and we'll dive into more on that in a minute here. The game consists of a series of rounds that will typically play out with an exemption challenge and a crossroads. Whichever team wins that exemption challenge is safe and does not attend the crossroads. The losing party, however, will have to vote one of their people out of the game and deserted at the crossroads to be eliminated entirely from the game. However, there will be a bit of a twist on that this season, which we'll explain more later on. Some rounds will have twists that are specific to that round that have different rules that are just specific to that round, which we'll explain as the game continues to move on.
Around the midway point of the game, we will reach the rendezvous where the teams will cease to exist and players will all be in the same party. They will still be competing for exemption, except only one player will win safety at crossroads for that round and everyone else is up for grabs. Once there are 3 players left, they will battle it out in the final ascent, where they will be questioned and they will be competing for votes from the jury, which will be made up of players who were eliminated after the rendezvous point. The player who wins the most votes from the jury will be crowned the Ultimate Explorer, and they will win money for the charity of their choosing and the charity of their team captain's choosing.
That's right. Once again, we will have team captains, and along with us for the ride this season, acting as those team captains, we are honored to have from the hit CBS reality show Survivor, we have Kelley Wentworth, and defending her crown from last season, Janet Carbin. So really excited to have Janet and Kelley with us. Team Kelley will be playing for Reverse Rescue, and Team Janet will be playing for Give Kids the World. So 2 great charities there to donate towards the prize pool for this season, 100% of which will be donated to charity. Check out the link in our bio and make sure to follow us on Instagram for more information, as we're going to be having raffles and other fun stuff throughout the season that you can jump in on. It's going to be fun.
We are so excited to have Janet back and to have Kelley joining us this season. They are going to start the adventure and pick their teams in just a few minutes after they get a chance to meet our players and see all their audition videos.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we have a ton to get to tonight, you guys, so I don't think we waste any more time, and let's get this season started and turn things over to our captains. And they're going to be joined by the one and only host of Expedition Online, Docs.
Awesome. Take it away, Docs.
Welcome to Expedition Online Glacier Bay. We have just dropped 18 explorers off at the base camp, and the game has begun. Explorers, I will see you in an hour.
Woo! Like, now what do we do?
All right.
Now we talk. What is up, y'all?
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Well, it's nice to meet all you guys, man. Like, I was looking forward.
Yeah, nice to meet everyone.
Agreed. Great to meet everyone.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be fun. I've watched a few seasons before. It looked like fun, and I mean, our coaches look pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you see your coaches were? They got some pretty cool coaches. I'm excited to get started.
Do we want to do sort of the really cliche go around and introduce ourselves thing?
Yeah, I think that's Good idea. You're Bill, right? Bill.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
I'll start. I'm Bill. I am older than dirt. I was born in Brooklyn, been in DC for 25 years. And I spilled the beer on Eliza Orleans once.
All right, welcome in. I'm here with our two captains, Janet and Kelley. Janet, Kelley, thank you so much for joining us this season. We're very excited. Maybe we can start out. We are playing for charity this season. We can start out and you all can tell us about your charities.
Cool. I feel like Janet should go first since she's a veteran and has done this before.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me back. And Kelley, I'm really excited to have you join this fun game and we'll see what happens. It's really going to be very interesting. Anyway, my charity is Give Kids the World, and it's in Kissimmee, Florida. And what they do is they bring in families from all over the world with terminally ill children, and they give them a week of what happens in the world. You get Christmas, you get a talent show, you have Halloween, you have all this wonderful week. The ice cream parlor is open all the time. There's no is not part of the vocabulary. And it's a great place. And yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Thanks, Janet. Kelley, what are you planning for this season?
Okay, well, I have to say, first of all, thanks for having me. I'm so excited. And girl power, Janet, look at us go as team captains. I love it. So just so everyone knows, I am a big animal lover. I wanted to be a veterinarian growing up. I have always loved animals so much. So I always try to support animal rescues. And so the one that I am going to be supporting for this particular game is going to be Reverse Rescue. They're based out of California. And they really work to save and rehabilitate elderly dogs, dogs that are kind of neglected, abused. They rehabilitate them and then, adopt them out to families that are looking for rescued animals. So I'm really excited. They're really great. I've followed them for a few years and have supported them. And I'm very, very excited to be able to give them a little something. So that's who I'm playing for. Awesome.
Thank you very much for both playing. And I understand that you don't have to tell us what it is, but you also have a side bet. So this is serious stuff.
Yeah, we haven't decided, or maybe whatever. That's a secret.
Yeah. We have it all in the works.
Yes.
The stakes are high. So what we're going to do today, you are both going to pick your teams. And before you pick your teams, we're going to go through and show you the cast videos.
I'm willing to put myself out there, and if I get, internet famous, then better for me, because then maybe Zac Efron will, respond to my DMs. I am a senior internal auditor / data analyst, so I think I have some smartness to that name, right? This is something that I want to do. I want to prove to myself that this is a huge accomplishment.
What's up, y'all? Y'all gonna see the new King of Expedition. Oh, hell! King Carl.
I'm the youngest of 8 children. I almost have a tribe as my family. There's 10 of us. And I'm sure I would love to vote out a couple of them. Yes.
That was a good first group. Wow.
That was an interesting first group. That really was.
I hope no one feels bad at all. They're all great people. Lots of fun stories. So it's just, you have to choose. Yeah.
Every single person in this first group of 6 says that they're the most entertaining person on the cast. So I'm excited.
That's so funny.
A lot of big personalities.
Janet, as our defending champion, you have the option for the first pick, unless, of course, you want to give it up.
Now, one thing I've learned in Survivor, you take the reins when you get handed them. My first pick for Team Janet is going to be...
Hey!
All right, players, here are your captains.
Kelley.
Janet.
Hey!
Janet and Kelley.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Everybody excited to start this game?
Hell yeah!
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, all of our explorers were getting to know each other. Janet and Kelley have picked your new parties. So we're about to reveal who's on which squad, who's on which party.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Very excited. Yes.
Okay. So they watched all your videos and we watched them in groups. So they picked you in groups. We're going to do the first group: Bambi, Carl, Bridget, David, Mariana, and Joshua was the first group. So we're just going to have them tell you who's on which team. Janet, go ahead, and one of those players are the 6.
Okay, before I tell you who's on which team, I'm going to just say that I think Kelley feels pretty much, she'll correct me if I'm wrong, but this was a great cast, and this was not easy to pick, between these groups of 6, which people were to go where. So just know that you guys, this is going to be a fun season. It was a tough thing to pick who to go where.
Aww.
I'm just doing my first guy or my first from this grouping. David, you are now on Team Janet.
David is on Team Janet.
Yay!
Woo! Kelley,
There
let
you
somebody
are.
know who's on your squad.
Okay, so person number 1 is Bridget.
Bridget on
Yeah.
Team Kelley.
Yes.
My second guy is Josh.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I have Mariana.
Carl, you're with me.
Yeah. Nice pick, Janet. Great pick, Janet.
There we go.
Bambi, you're on Team Kelley Wentworth. Welcome.
Aw.
We had a theme on the first round. I don't know how it worked out this way, but I went with all the girls, Janet went with all the guys. So that's how it happened. But I promise to switch it up later.
So out of the next 12, is anybody nervous? Anybody want to admit to being nervous right now?
Oh, hell to the yes.
It's a win-win.
It's a good nervous though, like excite.
More like excited.
Anybody disappointed? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, if you are, I wouldn't say it.
Okay, our next 6: Bill, Philip, Olivia, Troy, Haley, and Anthony.
So
Tell
first
us.
person from this group on my team is Philip.
Woohoo!
Welcome. Hi.
Hey.
Philip,
Yes.
Team Kelley.
Yeah.
My first person from this group is Olivia.
Hi.
Yeah, there you are.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, cool. Next, I have Troy. Welcome. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And Haley, you're coming over to Team Janet.
Hi. So excited.
Me too.
Okay, and then Bill, you are on Team Kelley as well. So welcome.
Very excited. Thanks.
Yay. I'm excited too. Thank you.
And Anthony, you're with me.
Thank
Where's
you so
the
much,
Anthony?
guys.
That Anthony,
Appreciate
there
it.
he is.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right, that was our next 6. So we only have 6 explorers remaining to find out their fate, which team captain they will be playing for this season. The group is Jess, Mike, Katie, Company, Danielle, and Neil. So we'll let Janet go first this time.
Danielle, where are you at, Danielle?
At a rave.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, Neil, you are on my team. Welcome.
Let's
Hi.
go.
Let's go.
All right.
Katie, where are you at?
Right here. Cheers. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that you go, girl.
That's amazing.
I love this. I'm having so much fun.
That's amazing. I know, I love it. I wish I had one, but too many
Me
this
too.
week and Lauren was in town, so have to recover. Anthony C. Hi, welcome.
Definitely last but not least, I have Mike.
Yeah, all
Wherever
right.
Mike is. There he is. I have Mike.
Yes, and so Jess, hey.
I'm so excited.
Hi, yay, good. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
So
Yay, fun.
So congratulations, you've all made it to a party. We want to let you know that each of the players are playing for their own charity, but you're also playing for your team captain's charity this season. Before the night ends, we thought that we might send you back to your new camps with your team captains. Before we get to that, would anybody like an advantage?
Yes.
Of course.
No. Gosh.
Okay. Anybody? Does anybody not want an advantage?
I don't.
I mean, I don't have to give it to you, then. I was going to give it to everybody.
Speak up.
I'll take yours.
I'm almost finished.
All right. This season, before we get started, we're going to give everybody something we call Destiny's Token. This is an advantage that you all have. It's non-transferable. And you reveal when you play it in the voting booth. When you play it, you're giving up your vote at that vote. So you can only play it once. If you don't vote, if you play it, you're going to pick a number 1 through 5. When we come back to read the votes, I'm going to draw the numbers 1 through 5 out. If it's the number that you chose, you will be safe that night. If it's not your number, you can still be voted out. So you have a 1 in 5 chance of playing a compass, and everybody is going to start the game with a Destiny's Token. It is non-transferable. If you're voted out, it's gone. You can't bequeath it to anybody. That's it. You can only play it once.
Thank you.
All right, you should see your party chats. Go ahead and go back. We're going to have the team captains go give you a pep talk or talk about whatever. So we'll send them there as well.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, here we all are. How's everyone doing? What a great group. I'm so
I'm back to
excited.
leave.
Can you guys
Very
hear me?
exciting.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. What have you guys been talking about? What's going on? I am new to this as well. So I am like, we've got Janet over there. She's done this before. I'm like, that's fine. We're still going to kick your ass. It's all good. So do your thing. But what have you guys been talking about? What's going on over here?
Just like the first hour plus was just bouncing around into different rooms, and it just kind of sent us off into different rooms, and it was just jumping around. So I think it's just been just generally getting to know people.
Okay, cool. Good. What should we talk about? What should we talk about?
How are we going to whip their ass?
Yes, that's all that matters. Let's go. Well, I do. So some of you guys have played online games before, maybe even this game. From any experience, do you guys have any advice? I mean, I know this is obviously not Survivor, but for me, I mean, just obviously team effort, camaraderie, being together. I know we have different personalities and come from different walks of life, but a tribe can derail very quickly if we aren't all on the same page. So I think lots of communication is helpful. But anything from you guys too, I'll stop because I'm a big talker. So I will stop now and let you guys chat about whatever you want, and I'll chime in.
Wow. That was a lot to take in. I was not expecting, it's very serious, and I like that because a lot of the games I played in the past are joking or with kids, and I'm over that shit. So this is the next step, and I'm hyped for it. My tribe is dope as hell, and I really wanted to be on Team Kelley. I just vibe. I feel like I vibe with Kelley and more towards Kelley more than I would Janet. I love Janet, and she's so sweet. But I think when it comes to Survivor, I'm more a Kelley.
Hey! So, you guys are my team. Woo! Now, we won last time, so we have a lot to hold up for.
Absolutely.
All right.
I love the pressure.
Now,
I love the pressure.
I am.
We're gonna win this time too.
I handpicked all of you guys because I think you're going to work really well together. And I did that with everything in mind. What I can say to all of you is embrace each other. Don't think anybody's uniqueness could be a huge asset. What you need to think about is embracing what's unique about each of you and how that gift can help your tribe succeed. Now, I also want to tell you, I'm trying to get this out because I don't know how much time I'll have. Watch out for, I think, Neil and Philip on the other team. I think Neil could go all the way, so watch it. So think about, I'm a big believer in setting up targets early. So, and you guys, I don't want to tell you who to align with, but think about embracing each talent that somebody else can offer to you.
Janet, who do you think they're, like how you just said those two on their team, who do you think they're going after on this team?
I don't know if they're even going to, if Kelly's going to say that.
Your guys' shield.
Unique to you. I love it. That's awesome. Cool.
Well, Janet, I'm so happy you picked me. I was kind of hoping you would when I found out you were a captain.
Good. I'm thrilled. I think we have a really good team. I think that you guys could work really well together to beat the other tribe.
Why don't we stay on here as long as we can? Because my flight leaves in like 8 hours. No.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm flying back to Atlanta from Iceland. I'm in Iceland right now.
Oh, God bless you.
What do you do as our team coach? Like, what? I know you've done one of these seasons before, but I haven't watched a previous season, so I'm just kind of curious what your role in the whole thing is.
Well, that's a good question because last time I did it, I was curious. I didn't know how much I was supposed to get involved and how much I wasn't. My role is basically, if you guys, I'll pop in every here and there. Kelley and I might show up for a challenge, but it's really your game. If you have questions, you ask us stuff, we'll try and follow the game and give a little advice to what we see happening. We're kind of just really kind of guiding you, and we're here for you. But you got to take the bull by the horns, people. That's why my team won last year. They didn't sit back, like I'm telling you now. They didn't sit back and wait and watch to see what was going on. Be aggressive.
So day 0, we got to hang out and meet people. It was a good experience. We got picked by coaches. I got chosen for Team Kelley. Got to meet my party. I think I have a good party at that. Hopefully we do good in these challenges so I don't have to figure out who to get rid of. But if we do, I think Neil and Philip are good talkers. So on an online game, they'd probably be good at talking around circles around people. So
greetings, explorers. Challenge coordinator Jess here with your very first trail map. Today's challenge is called The Place Where the Glacier Broke Through. For today's challenge, you will need 10 solo cups, 3 ping pong balls, 2 forks, 1 rubber band, a table or a countertop, 6 feet of floor space, and a measuring tape. You will need to set up your solo cups on the edge of the table or the countertop in a pyramid like this. Take your forks and your rubber band, and you can put them together like this to make your little makeshift slingshot. Before the challenge, your party will also need to pick a number from 1 to 9 to determine the order in which you will play. Doc calls your number, you'll stand behind the 6-foot mark, get your slingshot ready, and when Doc says go, you'll shoot your ping pong ball. And with your 3 ping pong balls, try to knock as many cups off the table as possible. Once your turn is over, you will verify the number of cups you've knocked off the table with your challenge mod. The party who has knocked the greatest number of cups off the table wins exemption. Good luck.
Welcome to our first challenge. Both parties are getting their first look at the other party since yesterday. Nobody's been voted out yet. Today we are going to play Place Where the Glacier Broke Through. They are going to go head to head. They've numbered off already, 1 through 9. We're going to have the 1 square off against each other, and it will be a cumulative score. So whoever has the most points, whichever party has the most points after 9 rounds, will win exemption and have the rest of the night off. The losing party will see me at Crossroads, where we will be voting out the first explorer from the game. Ready to play?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Here we
Bridget,
go. We are
Team
going into
Kelley,
our heads-up
Anthony
battle.
for Team Janet.
Team Janet. Anthony.
Come on, Bridget.
You got it. Good job, Anthony. Give us a
Oh
bump.
yeah.
Anthony, stretch
Yeah,
me.
get limber. Oh, yeah. Look at that, man. Go.
Calisthenics.
So we've got Anthony in the top right there,
Anthony is limbered up.
and Bridget on the bottom.
We
Bridget
begin
for
in
Team
3,
Kelley.
2, 1, go.
And they are off here.
Yeah, let's go, Bridget.
It's a warm up. Got 2 guys.
There you go, Bridget. Good start.
2 more, Anthony. You got it.
You got this, Anthony.
Oh, missed that one.
All nine right
That's
there.
not how you start, it's how you finish, though. You get it.
Yep.
There
Good
you
job,
go.
Anthony.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh.
Anthony knocking 2 off the table there. Bridget missing, so
Yeah. Big man on campus. Get this done.
oh my.
Last shot. So
That one
Bridget,
was
you
so
got
weak, it actually
2.
hit the cup and
That
bounced
was 2
back.
now.
That is a first.
All right, let's see, Anthony.
And Anthony.
I got 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's
Okay, Anthony with 2. All right, so after 1 round, Team Kelley with 2 points, Team Janet with 2 points. We're all tied up. Let's get Carl and Philip up here.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, Philip.
Carl.
We got lively groups.
All right. In 3. Well, go ahead and go. They're eager.
Phil jumping the gun there. Oh, Carl with the miss.
Yeah.
great.
Oh, wow.
Big shot.
Is
right
that actually
there.
off the table, though? It doesn't look like it.
One of them didn't fall.
Oh,
It'll be interesting to see how Coordinator Justin scores that.
Philip has his.
Carl just knocked off a bunch with this second.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got 2 left on the table.
Oh,
Right.
knocked that 1 cup, but couldn't
Carl
get it
with
off
7,
the table.
Philip with 6. Team Janet takes the 1-point lead. Let's get the 3rd players
I
up
love seeing
here.
it close, though.
Shop Phil.
Kupini versus Danielle. You can start in 3, 2, 1, fire.
So Kupini for Team Wentworth. And Danielle for Team Janet.
Alright.
Oh, big hit there, Frank.
Out of the
Kupini.
gate.
Hey.
Like he's done this before.
Kupini, you monster.
Danielle having trouble getting
Danielle's all good.
going here with her slingshot.
Good job.
Oh, someone didn't get enough practice rounds in.
Thank you.
Chef's kiss.
She can't even get the shot off right now.
Oh my.
All right, Danielle, you got this. You got this. Plenty of time.
You got this, Danielle.
A makeshift slingshot would be
crushed it.
incredibly hard to use, though.
Thank you.
Oh, for
Got this,
sure.
girl.
Start playing the Jeopardy music.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so close.
And all it takes is one though. If you hit that one in the right
On
spot.
the rubber band.
So
A little more
not
stress.
completely
Now hold up
out of it yet.
as you can.
Come on. You got this.
Oh,
You
this
got
could be
it.
a tough break here for Team Janet.
You want
She
tension.
can't get any with Kupini getting such a big shot
It's
there.
tense.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Sorry, Danielle.
This is going to be a big setback for Team Janet.
Kupini with 9.
9.
Oh my
Monster.
goodness.
Nice, dude.
So that was a big jump in the score. Team Kelley with 17. Team Janet with 9.
I was so nervous. I did not have enough time to practice. And I got 0 cups knocked down, which is a rare thing for me because usually I am an asset in challenges. I find I do usually have something to contribute. So that's a little bit disappointing for myself. But you know what? That my team is super supportive. I really love everyone on my team.
Team
Let's get the fours
Janet's
up
lead
here.
short-lived.
Jess versus David.
That's not ideal. Let's see if Janet can make a comeback.
Nope. So David for Team Janet in the top
on,
right,
Jess.
and then we got Jess in the bottom there
All right,
for
our
Team
explorers
Kelley.
are ready. Go
Oh
ahead
my.
and go.
You got it.
All right, they're
Team
Jumping
Kelley now
slingshot
having
here.
trouble.
Oh, is David kneeling? That's a good strategy for stability.
Come on, David.
As
Jess
Jess
got it to the
with
side.
2 tough.
You got it, David. Got it, Jess.
Hell yeah, David. There
Great
you
shot
go.
by David.
All right.
David with a real opportunity to get some points back here, as
Try,
Jess is
try.
really struggling with
Good
that
one,
string
good
shot.
one.
Looks like she went 0 for 3.
I think so.
Good job. Good job.
Perfect,
Good job,
David.
David.
Wow,
Good job,
0 for
David.
Jess.
All right.
Usually
David with
we exaggerate
4,
the other
Jess
way.
with
Right?
0.
Wow, that was, as someone that prides being pretty good at stuff, that was really hard, and I was not very good at that.
Team Kelley, 17 points. Team Janet closing that gap with 13 points. It's a 4-point game. Let's get our 5s up here.
Go, Janet.
Haley
Tight
for
battle,
Team
tight
Janet.
battle. Haley for Team Janet,
You got it,
Mariana
Haley.
for Team Kelley.
Mariana. You got
Looks
this,
like we
girl.
didn't get enough practice in with these slingshots. They were given a good 30
Come on,
minutes
Mariana.
with
Got
the
it,
video.
Mariana.
Oh my,
Yeah, you got
just
this
This one
missed.
may just be too tough.
Oh, Haley with a big hit there. That
Big shot by Haley.
looks like it could be huge for Team Janet to get them back in
Go,
this.
Mariana.
Oh, Mariana comes
There you go,
through.
Mariana.
Next. I got 4.
Clutch shot from Mariana. She finally gets that slingshot to work.
Hell yeah.
Haley smashed those
Oh,
with her.
yeah.
Ooh,
Great job.
that's
All right, we are
Pinching
through
back
5
in it for Team
explorers. Let's
Janet.
get our 6s up here.
Oh yeah.
Bambi versus
21-19,
Joshua.
Kelly.
Bambi.
Yep.
Let's go.
5. It's a
Bambi.
2-point game. Team Kelley with 21 points. Team Janet with 19 points. We have Bambi going for Kelley. Joshua going for Janet. Start whenever you're ready. Fire.
Come on, Bambi.
fire away.
Are y'all trying to support us?
I think they wish they were on our tribe.
Yeah.
Our party.
Oh my, Bambi missing her first shot.
Big
Joshua
shot
with
there.
big
for
head.
Joshua.
Nice shot, Joshua.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Bambi missing all 3.
I misfired. That's
That's
my
gonna be
second
tough
shot.
for Team Kelley, as Team Janet another chance to get back in it here.
Nice try, Bambi.
As
Go,
Josh,
Good
it
job.
More there?
Great
looks like
job.
he's got 4 on the table. We'll have to see a close up.
So
Good
you
job,
got
Josh.
Josh with 6 because one of those is a stack.
Wow.
Bambi with 0. Team Janet has taken the lead with 3 explorers to go. It is
Wow.
25-21 Team Janet. Let's get our 7th explorers up. We have Troy for Team Kelley.
Let's go, Troy.
You got this, Troy.
Hey,
All
Troy,
right,
you
we
got
have
it.
Katie for Team Janet.
All right, Katie, you got this.
Let's go, fire.
Ooh, Troy with tough first shot.
Go, Troy.
Oh, I missed the first one. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, don't worry about it.
extreme honesty from Katie. I was just thinking, like, how are we gonna know if Katie messes up?
Oh, what a big shot there from Katie.
Yeah.
Let's go. Over.
I think she shocked herself a little bit with that one.
Nice try, Troy. Nice try.
Katie, knock down any you got.
Elation.
You got it, Katie.
Aim for the front and the middle.
Oh.
So close. Hey, good job, Katie.
Good job, Katie.
So it looks like Katie got 2.
So there's 8 cups on the table still. So
But
2 points. So 2
Oh,
more
0 for
points
Troy.
Team
That's a tough
Janet.
one.
2 zeros in a row. for
2
Come
more
on,
explorers to
Kelly.
go.
Neil,
Yeah.
big time Neil. Big
Team
money
Janet
Neil.
really
Let's go.
running away with
Neil
it
for
now.
Kelley.
When it looked like it was gonna go the other way there for a
Team
bit.
Janet.
You got it,
Come on,
Mike.
Mike.
Come on, Neil.
27-21. Team Janet in the lead.
You got it, Mike.
Explorers, fire away.
So Mike is in the top right
Good job, Mike.
corner,
Get this
and then
done.
we've got Neil on the
Neil.
bottom. Neil
Neil.
for Team Kelley.
Oh, yeah.
Mike
Big
for
shot.
Team
Really good shot
Janet.
by Mike.
Shake it off.
Seal that deal, Mike.
Mike.
Seal that deal.
Come on, Mike. Take it
Team
home
Janet
for us,
just
buddy.
continues to
All
dominate.
good, all
now.
good. You got one more.
Team Kelley needs some points here. No ifs, ands, or buts. Oh my goodness. Nothing can go right
Oh, look
for
at that.
Team Wentworth in the second half
do,
of this
Neil.
competition. As
Baby's stuck in the canal.
He has one last shot.
Good
What
job,
did you
Mike.
get, Mike?
This is the one.
We gotta get something here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and it goes backwards.
Go ahead, Mike, show
Another
us your table.
0 for Wentworth. That's the 4th 0 for Team Wentworth.
Okay.
Two's better than none, buddy.
It's a
Knowing Kelley's
so
competitiveness,
good.
she is not going to be
Emil.
happy to hear this news.
Some misfires.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Good job, the guy.
They still have a chance. Bill versus
4 or 5
Olivia.
too.
How many did
Bill
how many
has
did Team
one,
Janet
Janet
get?
has
How
an
many?
8-cup lead. Which
You
means
got
if
this,
Olivia
Olivia.
can knock 3 cups
You got
down,
it,
Team
Olivia.
Janet gets the win no matter what Bill does.
Olivia, you just need 3. Olivia, you just need 3.
All right.
Get it, Olivia. Get it done.
A lot of excitement going on. Basically, Olivia gets 3 cups here. It's all over.
Let's go.
Bill needs a big showing here, regardless.
All right, our explorers are in
basically needs
position.
to knock
Fire
them all
away.
down.
And hope Olivia can't hit
Still shooting from
anything.
Canada.
Oh,
You got
misses
this,
the
Olivia.
first one.
Come on, Bill.
Olivia. Hey, Olivia, shoot it a little bit lower. Try to hit the table more. So.
Oh my.
Hey, you got it,
0 for
Olivia.
2.
You got this, Olivia.
The door is open.
Door's open for Bill here to be a hero.
There
Oh,
we go. There
oh
we go.
no.
Big shot.
I don't know how many fell there. That's going to be close. Bill's going to need them all. Bill definitely needs them all here.
Oh, 2.
Just for a
That
team
means
to
he
be
needs to
close.
get all 10.
Piece of cake.
Last
So-
shot, Bill has to knock them all
9
over.
for the tie, all of them for the win. Everything comes down to this shot for Bill. He hasn't even hit the table yet. Oh.
My heart's racing.
Oh, here's another one. I thought that was it.
Come
So,
on, Bill. Michael Jordan here.
oh my goodness.
Sorry, guys.
Bill has fired his last shot.
Dude, nice shot.
Oh, Team
Let's
Wentworth
get all of
falling
our
apart
explorers
there.
back on
Yikes.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
with a final score of 31 for Team Janet, over 21 for Team Kelley. Team Janet has won exemption in our first challenge. Congratulations. You will go back to your camp for the rest of the night. Team Kelley, I will see you in 1 hour for Crossroads. I've got nothing else for you, so go ahead and go back to your camps. 1 hour.
Good luck, Team Kelley.
Here we go. All right, there you have it, Team Janet with the all-important first win in that exemption challenge. And Sam, Team Janet came to play in this one, didn't they?
I mean, they had 1-0 compared to the 5 zeros from Team Kelley. They all challenge beasted. Consistency is key in these early team challenges.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? The chatter before the challenge can really come in handy because they get about 30 minutes to kind of get all of their supplies together, put them together, and it really looked like Team Wentworth, I mean, they ended up with 5 zeros. They just weren't prepared for this challenge, it seemed.
No, and like you said, you have time to practice, and from my experience, it's best to use that time as much as you can and try to get as good at challenges as you can. Unfortunately, there was 5 zeros, but fortunately for those shooters, there's no clear target then. Somebody who, lost the challenge for that team. It was a collective effort on the loss.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, besides Cupini really standing out with that big 9, I mean, he got the biggest score of the competition. Like you said, no one really standing out. So there's not a whole lot to go on. I mean, they had the hour in the meet and greet on day 0 where they kind of got to chat, but they didn't know who was in each other's parties at that point. So who knows who they were talking to throughout that. What are you looking for in this next hour or so of strategy time to get things going?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's 9 people on your party. Don't cause a ruckus. Don't stir the pot too much. I think the best time right here is stay quiet. Let somebody else throw out a name. You don't want to be the biggest target. You have plenty of time to strategize, but the first vote's always the hardest. I mean, there's no way around it. That one, you're not really going up much. So it'll be very interesting to see what direction this goes.
Absolutely, and as I look over, they are already split up into groups, so let's not waste any more time. Let's kick things over and see how this is all going to play out. No idea who it's going to be. This literally could be anybody, so let's check it out, and we'll get back after the crossroads. So let's kick things over.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to another edition of Carl's Confessionals. Y'all notice I got the crown on, right? That's because we had our first immunity challenge. And Team Janet won and won pretty handily. Apparently, we can shoot a ping pong ball out of a makeshift slingshot pretty good. And we avoided crossroads tonight. I don't really know who they might have sent home. Wondering if the guys stuck together and took out a girl, or if the girls worked their way in with the guys and they took out a guy. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Quite frankly, I always feel particularly vulnerable in the first couple of rounds because I'm the old dude, and it's a survivor trope to vote off the old dude. So let's break with tradition here.
Well, I mean,
Did you get in another room? What's anybody else saying? Because I couldn't get in. The rooms are full.
I talked to Bridget briefly. We just chatted a lot. I mean, the question is, I haven't heard anyone say a name yet.
Okay.
Has anyone else?
no. We're all the losers down here.
Yeah, we're the board out of class.
Well, we may be the losers lounge, but quite frankly, there are 5 of us here.
True.
True.
And so if we wanted to sort of have a mutual protection pact,
That we won't say each other's names.
right, that obviously we don't, hopefully we don't, I will not vote for any of you.
I was just saying, I won't run it for you.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Let's keep each other safe. Like, let's keep each other safe. Like, that's all that matters. Like, 'cause we're gonna go to crossroads sooner or later.
Eventually.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, I played in a few games, and I am super surprised that we're not going tonight, because I am never on a tribe or a party that wins.
The fact that we all came together and we worked together and we helped each other out, that's exactly what Janet wanted us to do.
No, and that's what I said earlier. It really is. Like, and I love the redness. I love everything about it. Like, and I'm like, please win, because like I feel like even they were wearing our colors, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we vote out our best people first? Like, why would we do that? Because, or your weakest people first? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I really don't want to vote anyone out because I like everyone. So I hope we keep winning.
So I definitely think, okay, so from strategy point, it makes sense to go for one of the people that didn't knock it down, but then thinking, okay, if maybe from our perspective, who do we think will either be too strong for us and our team, or we have to keep people that will help us win future challenges, because right now it's a team's game. So we need to keep people who have the best
strong people, right? And pick out whoever we think is the weakest link, but it's too early to know who that is yet.
Right.
You know, that's the hard part.
Yeah. So I think, I knocked down 4. I hope that means I won't be nominated. Hopefully, I don't know. That's gonna be my spiel. Like, if I jump around, like, hey guys, I got 4. But then I think both. Did you guys knock any down? I forgot. Okay.
No.
Okay, so you guys need to get in those rooms and tell them why I'm a better person to keep over whoever.
I haven't heard a single name at all. Like,
I haven't heard any names either. Have you heard anything, Philip?
No, I just assumed that you guys had been talking names too, but
now what do we think, like, strategy wise? Like, where do we go from here as far as
I think we look at, like, is there anybody who has, because it's tough because we don't know people's like weaknesses or anything, you know? It's like, is there anything or anyone that we can point to that I guess like I'm looking for a reason.
Like, I know Jess is in the middle of a move, and I think that might, I don't know, it might be a little stressful for her. I mean, I don't want to throw under the bus for that, but
if it was like a week, if it was like the show aired once a week, but I asked if at the beginning if she's not moved into her new place yet, and I just figured from if we had like a scavenger hunt or something, I just feel like that puts her at it just puts her at a massive disadvantage. And if I feel like if you're moving, like your schedule's kind of hectic. Like that's crazy. Like, right?
It's tough.
Yeah.
And then, so that's like,
I know moving is tough. I would
hate
find
it.
it really hard to play this game like in the middle of a move. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really nitpicking because
That's
I mean,
there's no one,
I
no one
don't
else
have
is
any
like,
reason other than that against her.
I mean, the only person I haven't spoken to is Mariana.
Same here. I haven't actually had a chance to talk with her yet.
she was in my first group for like the longest time. We were meeting like day 0. And actually, I really trust her.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm not confident at all.
Yeah.
But hey, it is, roll with the punches. We'll see what happens.
Right.
I pled my case. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
I see a pattern because I've been watching the rooms, and the rooms are consistently full, and it's the same people. So
yeah,
they keep teaming up. Like the same groups keep reforming. So they're collecting information, and I'm pretty sure everybody has a plan in place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I know it already.
You think so?
I think so. I think it's me. I'll be honest. Very good at body language, and Bill's face got super red.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So I feel like I'm on the bottom of the totem pole of this party. I don't know. I might be wrong, but my intuition's usually pretty good.
I was totally feeling you, Olivia, at the beginning there. I was hoping Bambi was going to be in here too, but
no.
And I'm worried they're going to take her out tonight. Like, honestly, she might be an easy person for them to just take out of the game. Hey,
Just so you
Carl.
know, we think Bambi might be the choice over there.
Yeah, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, unfortunately. I think it's just an easy vote for them, maybe, but maybe not. Who knows?
So here's my thoughts on the people so far that I met in the game. So you have that one girl. She kind of looks young. She kind of looks like my age, and she's kind of good looking. So I'm gonna try to maybe get something with her going. Maybe we can be, we could be a showman. No, I'm kidding. But, I'm gonna see what I can do with her. And then we have the guy with the baby. Super cute baby. Thing is, I think he may, use that to his advantage. Be like, look, I have a child. Please keep me in the game. So, I don't know. But he has a really cute kid. Then we have the guy with the boy, the kind of the motorcycle dude that kind of has like the beard. I wish I could grow something like that, but I can't because teenage hormones. But he's scary. I already explained to him why I'm a little worried about him. Then we have the girl who's freaking traveling. She's on the airport traveling. Why are you in Iceland, girl? Like, if you're gonna be here, be here.
Like, Bridget.
I like you too last night. I was like, I think I'm going to vibe with this kid. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I was like, okay, I want to work with Bridget. I don't know, because it makes me nervous because, I feel like there are a lot of older players.
Yeah.
So it is a little nerve-wracking, being, a younger one. Because, it's, online. So it's not, in real life where they were, meet us more, which made me nervous. So, and I like a lot of the people in here, but I was like, I want to work with Bridget because I'm really big on finding that duo partner.
Same.
And then working around it. So I really like Mariana.
Okay, good to know.
I
thought
want
I liked her too. I like.
I don't really know.
But I don't know if I trust him. I think he's gonna make it far.
Philip makes me nervous though. He definitely seems like
everything.
Yeah, and so I'm listening to him and going along with it, and I'm down to work with him, but he definitely makes me anxious, and I have a feeling that him and Neil are gonna become this duo.
For sure, I'm picking up on that, and I'm picking up on all Troy and Bill and all them being in that one room. They're just gonna demise a little plan.
Yeah, because I was at first I was thinking it was definitely gonna come down to Bill or Jess, and then he immediately threw away Bill. So I'm thank God I didn't say Bill's name. I was waiting for him to say a name.
Yeah, well, I was all in for Jess, but Jess seems to know her stuff. Like, she was in the base camp. She's like, guys, we got to keep an eye on these people, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay.
I think me and you are going to become, like, swing votes a lot. Like, we're going to come down. It's going to be like, they're going to be like, come with us. And we're going to be like, who do we want to go with?
Then. Troy, Troy, did you get any?
Yep.
Bambi didn't. I didn't. Bill didn't. Neil.
Okay.
I know I fought like hell to be here. I'm homeless and I don't want to go. I've done everything I can to like make this work, but I also understand if everybody decides on me, but like, man, like I showed up, I played. What do you guys feel? I mean,
Yeah, I think from what I'm thinking, who could be beneficial in the game for our team moving forward. So people, I don't know. I mean, and
I'll tell you, I am super smart. I am very good at puzzles. I'm good at endurance. I'm good at challenges normally. Like,
yeah,
I would be a strength. But you guys, none of you will know that unless I show you the opportunity. And I play to win. Like, I'm a gamer. Like, I'm very competitive. So, like, maybe after we aren't on the same exact party anymore, like, end game, I might be a threat. But for the team, for team play right now, that's crucial.
Oh, for sure.
And I know I would be very much an asset to keep around. Like, that's keeping it real. I'm very good at strategy and puzzles and all that. So I would be a very good asset for the team or the party.
100%.
But unfortunately, it's hard to talk to people with full rooms and, you know.
So then what are we thinking about, like, Bambi? Like, I mean, you know, like, her internet, I don't know if that's something, I don't know.
That somebody mentioned the internet issues, and there's like 2 people that I've seen with internet issues, but that could just be me seeing that. Like,
sure. We need to like we're in the base camp, so we're I feel like everyone just needs to like come together and like figure this out. Because I'm kind of getting annoyed that everyone's just kind of bouncing around. I mean, I understand like everyone's campaigning, so.
Welcome to our first Crossroads Expedition Glacier Bay. I am here with Team Kelley. Instead of picking on somebody who didn't have a great performance, because I could really pick on a lot of you for that, let's start with the MVP, Carbin. Carbin, you had 9 cups knocked down today. This is the most, not just on your squad, but in the whole squad. You had almost half the cups of your team's score. You had 21 points. You had 9 cups. Have you ever done this before?
Not honestly. Like when I was practicing, I was not making any of my shots, and then when I got up to do it, I was just like, let me try it this way, and it worked. So I just kept doing it that way. Like turning it to the side and pulling.
Do you think that your performance tonight makes you safe from the vote?
I don't think you're ever like 100% safe unless you have an advantage, but I feel like I might have earned the right to be safe. I mean, I gave it my all for the tribe. That's what I'm here to do.
Yes, what was it like before the challenge? What were you all doing? Were you practicing? Were you talking about the challenge?
Yeah, we were practicing. We were trying to figure out the best way to hold the forks. Like certain people had positions that worked really well for them. And then, of course, people were practicing.
Bridget, we didn't start the game today. This is our first challenge. This is our first Crossroads. But we actually started the game yesterday. We had our day 0 where all of the explorers were together. And then you were picked by our team captains. Talk to me about day 0.
Day 0 was nice to get to meet everyone. And of course, once Kelley picked us all and we were able to really connect as just a tiny little group, I feel like we all got a good sense of each other and we all had a good talk and a good bond. That's what's so hard about tonight is I didn't want to come to Crossroads because I really enjoyed getting to meet everyone here and talking to them all. So it's so hard to know that one of us is leaving tonight.
What about the all explorers together? What was that experience like? You don't even know who's going to end up on your team. What happened? I have no idea.
Yeah,
So
no, that was a little bit chaotic, honestly. But it was just people bouncing around, everyone talking at once almost, I felt. But it was nice to get to meet everyone and nice to know people on the other team as well.
Does anybody want to talk about meeting the captains? You don't have to. Go ahead. Okay, so let's start with Kelley.
I was pumped. Like, I'm a big fan of Kelley Wentworth, so I was super excited to be on her team.
I was like in shock. I met a couple Survivor players. Like I was just in New York at the premiere, and so I met a couple of them. But like Kelley's always been like a top notch. Like she's like one of the greatest like fan favorites. So like being like a private Zoom call like on her team, that was just like insane. I don't even have words like to put into my mouth.
You, Bridget.
I was saying earlier that Kelley, I saw a video of Kelley when she played on Survivor, and she played her idol and was able to get saved at Tribal Council, and that's what made me fall in love with Survivor. So then when I was hearing about this show and I knew that Kelley was going to be one of the captains, like I was praying that I was going to be on her team. And then last night when I was picked first by her, I was like, this is just a full circle moment for me.
I was gonna say, it was nice meeting her, but the 9 of you are competing in a game where somebody's about to get voted out. So let's take it back to that. Troy, what was the vibe like at camp today, both before the challenge, and then I'm gonna ask after the challenge, but let's start with before the challenge.
Before the challenge, it was good at camp. We all practiced and we're ready to get into the challenge. Like everybody said, it's everybody gets along in the party, so it was easy talking to everybody.
Okay, now what was camp like after the challenge?
Everybody's kind of lost on, like I said, with all of us getting along and no one really standing out as a bad person or something like that. Everybody's just kind of floating on trying to figure out which direction to go.
Bambi, how quickly did everybody start jumping when you got back? Were you sitting around waiting for somebody to make that move, or was it immediate?
It was pretty immediate, and then like people would stay in their groups for a while, and so that was like the nerve-wracking part of the experience.
Bill, whose idea was it to jump first? Was it a group, or did somebody say, let's do this?
I think it was a group. I think someone asked the question, what do we do now? And I think a couple of us said, well, we're not going to sort this out here, so let's go chat with one another.
Bridget, do you think that there's a stigma to jumping rooms in this game, or does everybody just understand this is what we need to do, so let's do it?
I think it's a mix of both. I mean, this is my first time ever playing a game like this, so I was kind of a little late to catching on to jumping from room to room. But then once I got the hang of it and I was noticing what rooms were frequented by the same amount of people, like it's a game and that's how it's going to be, but you just like also have to keep your eye out for it. And like I was definitely noticing people that were in certain rooms longer than others. I think everyone was noticing that. And like that's something that we all have to be aware of ourselves, because you don't want like other people looking at you doing the same thing. But so tonight, night one, it was kind of difficult learning the ropes, but I think we're all getting better at that.
Neil, Bridget touched on this, that she noticed where people were going. Did you notice this as well? Did you notice, boy, these people are talking a little bit long here?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that some people were in rooms a little longer with other players too, but I also noticed some people were hanging out at camp, and some people were you kind of get a little bit of that paranoia trying to decide who's know who could be strategizing with who, and but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of us did pick up on that pretty quick.
So, how do you approach the conversations? It's the first night, first time you're talking with people one-on-one or in small groups. How did you approach those conversations?
So I just joined the room and I waited for people to join because I just didn't really. This is also my first time on Discord, so I was trying to look around, and then I remember sometimes I try to click on them and it would be full, and so I was just trying to get in wherever I could, meet some people because I didn't talk to everyone on day 0. So, and I do think that this tribe is way better than the other tribe. I think today was just day 1, little just trying to get used to it all, but I think they're in for some trouble coming up, and I think we're all just trying to figure out how this all works, and we should be good soon.
Philip, how do you know who you can trust before this vote?
You can't. It's the first. I think it's the first vote. I think everyone has a sense of paranoia. Even when we broke at first time, I jumped in a room with a couple of people, and all of a sudden I noticed everyone was still up in base camp, and you kind of uh-oh, did I miss something here? But I think you just have to go and hope that the people that you're having conversations with and the people that you're making connections with are hopefully have your best interest in mind and see you as a person that they'd want to play this game with. And it's tough because it's such a small sample size. And I think the challenge today provided not too much of an opportunity to really separate who is good at strategy, who is good at physical, because it was such a unique skill that isn't something that any of us had done before. So I think that definitely made today more difficult. And I think in every conversation that we had across different people, the kind of consensus was we wish someone was a jerk in this group because it would make our lives a lot easier, or we wish someone had a miserable internet connection and just was an easy out to say hey, their internet stinks or they're really mean. But so they're just there wasn't something. So to circle back to that first point, I don't think there's a way to feel safe just yet, and you just kind of have to hope and pray that it's not you.
So I'm gonna ask a question for the whole room, just a show of hands. I love to kind of read the room all at the same time. Raise your hand if you feel nervous right now. All right, everybody at least is putting their hand up, so that's something. Raise your hand. I guess the opposite would be, who feels confident that they know who's going home? Does anybody feel confident that they know who's going home? Okay, I love it. I like that. I'm going to ask the same question to everybody. We'll go around the room. We'll start with Troy. What are you basing your vote on tonight?
I think honestly don't have what I'm basing my vote on. I'm just going in and guessing, to be honest.
You're just gonna guess?
Yep, just gonna pick a random.
Boy, I don't know if I believe you. Philip, what are you basing your vote on?
Honestly, I'm just gonna go into the room and just trust my gut. I think at this point, that's all people can do because I don't think there's enough data points or even connections that you can have a really strong point of view one way or the other. And so I think just going in there, and when you're forced to write a name down, write the name that your gut tells you to go with, and hope it's the right choice.
Kupini.
Hello.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Honestly, I'm just trying to listen to all the questions and responses and kind of gamble from that point, and then when it's my turn, I'm just list, I guess, pros and cons. I literally have no idea. It's day 1 and it sucks because it's you didn't get time to get to know everyone, so it's very nerve-wracking.
Jess, what are you basing your vote on tonight?
I mean, I'm going to say exactly what I told everybody earlier. The people that scored tonight don't have anything to worry about me. I'm one of the people that didn't score, so that makes 4 people left on the list, and I gotta pick one of those. And I'm gonna go with my gut amongst those 4. Like, who do I feel like I would work well with in the game if I stick around?
Mariana, what are you voting? What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Yeah, so unfortunately, as everyone has said, this is only day 1, so like we haven't had a chance to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. But during like the past hour, I think a lot of us were trying to figure out, okay, from like a team perspective, we all want to win these upcoming team challenges as we're together. So I'm thinking, okay, who are the people that will be good in feature puzzles and, endurance? So I'm going to base my vote on someone who I think would not be to a level to help our team in challenges in the future.
Bridget, same question.
I sort of have the same response as Mariana as well. I think I'm just basing my vote off of going forward in this expedition, who is going to benefit the team the most and who's going to be make the team only stronger, not weaken it.
Oh, it's your turn.
Yeah, this is, it's a crappy situation, and we are working off of, I think, as Philip said, very imperfect information. And so all you can do is, based upon that information, make the least worst choice for the party as a whole.
Okay, Bambi, what are you basing your vote on?
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with pretty much everyone. Like, what is best for the group moving forward?
Yeah. We are going to get the vote. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we do vote? All right, if nobody has anything they'd like to add, let's go vote. All right, I have all of the votes. Before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden advantage that you would like to play, now's your last chance to play it. Okay, I will read the votes. Our first vote is for Bambi. Our second vote is for Jess. That's 1 vote Bambi, 1 vote Jess. Our third vote is for Jess. Our fourth vote is for Jess. Our fifth vote is for Jess. That's 4 votes Jess, 1 vote Bambi. Our sixth vote is for Jess. Jess, that's enough votes. You've been voted out. Do you have any final words for your party?
I knew that's exactly what was going down. Nobody hit it very well. I knew it. No hard feelings.
All right, Jess, I'm sorry, but you have been voted out. If you can stick around here with me, everybody else, you can head back to camp. Lights out at 11 p.m.
Good luck, everybody. Thank you. It was so obvious. Like, nobody hit it well. Bill's face got bright red. Everybody, and it was the funniest thing. Everybody kept saying, "Hey, Jess, what would you do?" Or what, but nobody was asking anybody else that same question. It was just, what do you think you're gonna do?
So
I knew it. I could tell.
So quick question, just for my personal curiosity. If you thought that it was going to be you, why did you decide not to play the advantage?
I honestly don't know. I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest. Like,
yeah. Okay.
Because when you're going to be voted out, that was really dumb of me.
Okay, well, I get that it was overwhelming and then there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I wasn't the first one voted out, so that was a sigh of relief. I think my biggest fear of coming in this game was coming in and losing and being voted out first, so.
Crossroads was difficult. I didn't like being there, and so I'm hoping that during the next challenge we can win so we don't have to go back. But still feeling really good, and I'm really happy with my teammates, and I
I really like the vibe that I'm getting from all of them.
Okay, and with that, unfortunately, Jess is the first person to be deserted at the crossroads. Jess really seemed like she had, she wanted to play the game, she had the ambition, but when it came to the strategy time, she really wasn't digging in and getting herself into the important conversations. She spent a lot of time just sitting at base camp, hoping people would come to her. And Sam, we've seen in the past, it's not exactly a great strategy when you're trying to have those meaningful conversations.
Right. It's so hard to figure out the speed of the game. You don't want to go out too fast, but the fact of the matter is you have to have some speed to your game. You can't allow the game to just come to you. Otherwise, you're going to end up in Jess's shoes and just kind of be overwhelmed and left out of the loop on everything. So hopefully this can be a learning curve.
Yeah, and her party mates, they brought up Jess is in the middle of a move. That was brought up in our audition video. She's right in the middle of a move. She didn't have some of the supplies, which kind of set her back. And she even mentioned herself in speaking with Docs there that she was overwhelmed. She doesn't use the token of destiny, unfortunately. Maybe just kind of slipped her mind with all the madness that was going on there, right, Sam? It happens.
Yeah. If your name continues to come up, your brain just kind of gets messy, you kind of forget about everything. So maybe that'll come into play again. I would hope that other players would, recognize when they're on the chopping block, Destiny's token comes into play, because that's a sweet new twist. We need to see if a 1 in 5 chance can really save somebody from getting eliminated.
Yeah, it seems like both parties are just full of explorers who came ready to play. They got their feet wet today, but I think things are just going to keep getting more and more crazy as things go on here. But let's put a bow on day 1 of Glacier Bay. For Sam Donovan, I was Jonathan Dykes. This was Expedition Online Glacier Bay day 1. We will see you again next time for day 2. Peace.
I hate to do this because I really vibed with you, but I have to go with what the group said.
I didn't want to have to do this, but your name came flying out fast, and I just couldn't move it. I dropped you as big a hit as I could on using the roll of the die, so let's see if you do.
My vote tonight is for Jess. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. I think that you're a great person and a great player, but just going forward, I think that it'll make the team stronger if you're not here. I'm sorry.
Tonight my vote is for Jess. I feel bad, but I gotta do what's best for myself, and that's sticking with the pack for now.
So I am voting to eliminate Jess. Unfortunately, I just don't think she's going to prepare, or I don't think Jess is going to be prepared for some future challenges since she's moving. Also, a lot of people are suspecting a Cleveland alliance, so I think it's better to cut her off to minimize people coming after me and her for being from Cleveland. So that's what it came down to. And I don't want to be on the out of this vote, so I'm going to go with majority.
Jess, this is nothing personal, but I think as we move forward as a party, that being between moves may end up becoming a bit of a hindrance to the party. I think we kind of need 100% from the party moving forward, from all the explorers, and I feel like this may just be a bit of a hindrance with all the stress of move.
My vote is going to be for Jess. Definitely nothing personal at all. I think the fact that you're kind of moving right now and didn't have all the supplies today, not personal. Had to vote for someone, and wish you the best, and hopefully we can play this game in the future.
Sorry, Jess. It seems like the group was going your way. I didn't have the leg to stand on.